Hi, I'm Mike. So, as we navigate through the day, we take in over 3 million bits of information every second. But your conscious mind can only handle about 125 bits per second. So your unconscious mind filters the rest. It does this by deleting, distorting, and generalizing to build what your experience of reality. So you're not really living in the world, you're living in your version of the world. And that version is built upon what your unconscious mind lets in and what it leaves out. And how does it go about doing this? How does the data come in? So we all receive the same information, external world, but we create our own version of it based on which pieces our unconscious mind is tuned into. So think of it this way. Your senses, your visual, auditory, kinesthetic, smell, taste, that's how we bring in our data. But your brain, our brains have the bandwidth to process it all consciously, so it chunks it down, it creates packets, little smaller data sets to simplify the process, that way we don't get overwhelmed. And this is a chunking process. It's based on how we process the world. People visualize, people hear, they navigate through life differently. Some people focus on what they see, they recall images, details, visual impressions. Others focus on what they hear, tone, inner dialogue. Remember phrases. Others go through what they feel, gut reactions, tensions, physical intuitions. So even though we're all receiving the same information in the external world, we're all creating our own version of it based on the pieces our unconscious mind is tuned into. So here's a fun little test. This sentence right here. How many F's? So how many you get? 3, 4, 5. It's actually 10. Yeah. And if you miss some, especially in the word of, OV, here's why. If you process a sentence by hearing it in your head, your brain may have interpreted the of as UV, overlooking the register. If you scan it with your eyes, you may have skipped over short connectors like of entirely because it didn't jump out. And that's what your unconscious does. It filters reality automatically based on how you're wired to pay attention. So, you have your 3 million bits of information. It's limited to 125. And it deletes, ignores anything it thinks it doesn't need. Sounds, sensations, sometimes entire memories. Distorts, warps meanings to match previous experiences. A look becomes rejection. A pause becomes abandonment. Generalization that builds rules from limited data. I always fail. People don't like me. I don't win. People who have money have to do underhanded stuff to get it. This is just how I am. There's a resignation right there. This creates our model of the world. And why does this even matter? Well, here's a twist. We don't just experience that model. We react to it. We make decisions based on it. We build identity around it. We even limit ourselves to fit what it says is even possible. Some people defend with tooth and nail. I'm sure you know someone that's never been wrong in their entire life. So if you ever feel stuck, repeating the same patterns, doubting yourself, attracting the same chaos, it's not because you're broken. It's not because you're broken. It's because your unconscious mind is still running an outdated model, one built on incomplete data, old projection strategies, distorted meaning. So here's the sentence again, and let's see if it means anything different. This isn't just a quote, it's a pattern. A model your brain can build to protect you. One that can be either building you towards your goals and dreams or limiting you right now.